Hey Scorpio, it's Lisa, and this is your June 19th to 25th, 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is below in the description box. I am holding a contest this month. If you would like to win a reading with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I'll be picking the winner at the end of the month. If you've subscribed already, no problem. Still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. I am holding a bonus contest as well. If you would like to win a copy of my books, all you have to do is like and share one of the videos and tag me in the post, and I will enter you in the draw, and I'll be picking that winner at the end of the month as well. Okay, Scorpio, so this is an interesting week. There seems to, like, every sign's having something different. So let's see what is in store for Scorpio for this coming week. And the overall energy for you, wow, very nice, is the 10 of Cups. Moving towards that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Happiness, fulfillment, all the good stuff. So wonderful. The challenge you have this week, Scorpio, is wanting, it can be, this card is about, things shooting forward. It can be that it's not moving forward fast enough for you. So we'll see what the clarification is for it. And it can also be travel. So the challenge could be that you're wanting to travel, or that you are traveling and it's kind of making you feel like you're not moving in the direction you want to move in. So we'll get some clarity. And with this being general, it's hard to pinpoint exactly for each of you where that lies. Okay, so the card of what you don't see coming this week is the 3 of Wands. This is about being in the now, letting go of the past and moving forward. So very interesting, Scorpio. Okay, and then where they want you to focus this week is the Ace of Swords, about getting mental clarity. Okay, so let's get some clarity on the clarity. Okay, so the 10 of Cups, all about moving towards that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So you are, moving in that direction. You're moving towards all your wishes coming true, doing the work, happiness, celebrations, all that good stuff. So let's get some clarity. Oh, interesting. So you have the 3 of Wands, which is here too. So a lot of times when we're moving forward, it's about learning to be in the now, being present in the now, because you could be in the now and going, okay, this is what I have to do right now. But you're thinking about all the things that you have to do, or you are thinking about, like, if you're at a celebration and you're like, oh geez, I got to do this, this, and this at work tomorrow. So you're really not in the present. You're thinking about everything but where you are. So it's about learning to be in the present, and it's also about letting go of the past. We can't go back there. We can't fix things. We can fix things in the now. If you have regrets about the past or past hurts, you can't change it. It happened, and it happened for a reason. And the same thing is going back and looking at, the good old days and being back there. And it's like, you can't go back and live in, the good old days. So just be in the now, embrace the now, and make it what you want to make it. And anything that if you're trying to rehash, like, why did this happen to me? Or you're going through, all these things that have happened to you in the past, just know that they happened for a reason. Anything that you were supposed to learn through it is inside you. So as things progress in your life, you'll be like, oh, that's why that happened. Or this is why I learned this, by going through that. So now I can apply it to this part of my life. So you don't need to rehash it in order to figure that out. Wow. So this week you're moving towards the big success. The Ace of Pentacles is like, any ace is like the highest energy of that suit. And the Pentacles traditionally is money. But to me, it can be anything that makes you happy and successful in the material world. And so they're saying you're moving towards huge success if you just keep going. Okay. The 9 of Swords. A lot of people are getting it this week. So the 9 of Swords is just a lot of thought going on. Some people say it's one of the worst cards in the deck. I just feel it's one of these things because it's hard not to do it, right? It's hard not to have your mind going 100 miles an hour, especially as things are progressing in your life, it's hard to stop stress and worry. Like if you're like, is this going to work out or isn't it going to work out? Or if you have some stress happening in your life, it's hard to stop doing that and understand that everything happens for a reason. We can worry about tons of things, and like they say, 90% of them never happen, never come to fruition, what we're worrying about. So it's such a waste of our energy and our time. And when it comes to like moving towards success and it's all starting to happen, we could have a billion ideas going on in our head, trying to sort out like what the next steps are and things. So it's about just kind of figuring out a way to move through that. If it's stress and worry, journaling and getting it out of your head and going, you know what, I'm going to let it go. What will be, will be. And then if it's 100,000 million thoughts going on in your head, it's about writing them down and going, okay, I have them down on paper. I don't need to like keep thinking about all of this stuff. I have it on paper. It's all good. And then you can move forward. And then they're saying, when you move forward, you're moving towards a shift in your life. This card has come up for a lot of signs as well, the Tower. So the Tower, although it looks super scary, it is ultimately that your life shifts, and it always shifts for the best, right? So it's moving you towards really, really good things. But sometimes some things have to change in order for you to move towards it. It can be that we change things by doing, or it can be that the universe decides, you know what, you're not moving in the right direction, so we're going to kick you in the arse and get you to where you need to go. It can be in any form, and it can be small and it can be large, but it's a wake-up call or a change or shift that happens in your life that gets you towards this huge success. And by them talking about you having all these big successes coming in, it is that shifts your life. Right? So that's where the Tower can be a really positive, like a super positive shift, where it presents itself as positive, instead of like us thinking, oh my God, this is like us losing our jobs or a health scare, where it's kind of scary at first, but it ultimately makes us do what we're supposed to do to have a better life. This feels like it's going to be a shift where it's like, be careful what you wish for, because now you're going to have to do it all, right? It feels like that, like big success comes and then you're like, okay, now I need to adjust my life because I'm super busy and I've got like, that's why all this thought comes in and it's like, wow, how do I sort all this out? So it's the Tower's there kind of saying, okay, you need to organize your life, you need to put a plan in place, and you need to adjust to this new shift of success, right? So although it's good, like you hear so many people, especially like actors and people who have big success, and it's almost like they can't handle it because they're like, wow, this is what I've always wanted. I've wanted to act, I wanted to be successful, I wanted to be even famous. But then they're like, oh, but it was so overwhelming. I needed to take a step back to deal with it, mentally and physically, because it was just so much. So it's sort of the same kind of feeling. It's like, I always wanted this. I worked really hard to get this. I got it. And now it's like overwhelming and I have to adjust my life to deal with the success. That's what this feels like, more so than it kind of all like something falling apart in order to push you in the direction. It can be, because this is general, it can be, but it's one of these things where ultimately it's leading you to huge success. It's just dealing with the shift to get you there. And if you get there, it's just dealing with how to shift your life to deal with it, right? So, but it feels like a good thing is just a shift that you have to go through, and just mentally you need to kind of stop stressing and worrying about it and learn to deal with all the stuff that's going on in your brain. Okay, so the challenge that you have is that things are happening fast. So it would make sense with everything that we just got. It's like something might just work out for you and it's like, wow, how do I deal with this success, right? Or it can be that something happened fast and it's like, boom, now you need to deal with this and move in the direction to be successful, right? But it's getting you to be successful, whatever the shift is that happens fast. for some of you. And then for some of you, it could be travel. It can be that all of a sudden some news comes in and you have to travel. So you have to sort out this travel this week, right? Or moving towards this travel. Okay, so they're saying that you're moving to ultimate victory. So whatever this is moving you towards victory. You're going to have victory with this, whichever avenue it sits for you, resonates for you. Wow. Okay. So then you have the Sun, which is one of the best cards in the deck, moving towards happiness, joy, fulfillment. So this is moving you towards all of this. Wow. The Karma card in the Witch's Tarot, which is this deck, is the Judgment card in Rider-Waite, which is a whole new phase in your life that's starting, a whole new beginning, a whole new phase. It's like you come out of this certain way of being and you're in this new way of being, and it's really good. It's amazing. But the shift is, it makes you go towards this new way of being. Very cool. And then the Seven of Wands is just kicking butt and doing it, right? It's just getting it done, right? Just putting your head down, working hard. It's the card of battle. It's not necessarily that you're battling someone. It's just kind of like, okay, now it's time to put my head down, do the work, kick butt, and get things done. And yeah, it's a really good feeling. It's about things kind of turning out, but you having to do the work to sustain it and get it done. Okay, so what you don't see coming this week is the past and being in the now, right? So it's kind of like, it feels like this energy is kind of putting you in the now and saying you have no choice but to let go of the past. The past is the past. Even if things didn't work out before, they're working out now. So you need to focus on this and move in and let go of whatever happened even yesterday, right? Let it go and be in the now and move forward in the now and being present in the now. Okay, so the Hanged Man, again, very similar. It's all about letting go of whatever isn't working, not serving you. It can be people, career, health and fitness, whatever it is. You let it go and you move towards a new beginning. And this new beginning gets you, like when you let go of something, you get a new perspective. So when this happens, you get this new perspective of life and you're like, wow, this is a different view. And then it creates this new beginning. You can walk forward and there's the Tower again. So yeah, it's this shift that happens. So this, you let go, you move towards your successes, you get this new perspective and your whole life changes and it moves you towards this success. Really cool. Then in comes the Lover's card. So the Lover's card, for some people, it can be love, so if this is, you have a breakup, but it moves you towards love. If you, like I use the example where it's like, okay, you lose your job and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to embrace this and I'm going to move towards this new job, this new opportunity. And you're single, and then all of a sudden it's like you move to this new place and you meet the love of your life, right? So the universe works in very mysterious ways. So this shift leads you to a love. If it is that you're in a partnership, the shift could lead you to reconnecting to the passion in your current relationship. It reignites that passion. And if it's not anything to do with love, then it can be that this shift makes you connect to your passions and makes you connect to what you love to do. And I mean, I cannot totally relate to what this is. For me, I had an accident in September, because I was trying to do multiple things, multiple jobs, a side hustle and a job. And I had an accident which prevented me from doing my 9 to 5. And I realized that what it did when I was off from healing from my accident, I realized that doing this and really kind of focusing on helping people through my abilities, is really my passion. And although I've always known it was my passion, it's like, okay, now I need to pour everything in it. But it took almost the accident to make me realize that I could do it and that I needed to do it. And, you know, it was kind of like, we're going to take away your ability to do this. And now all you can do is this, right? And that's what it did for me. So it's sort of the same kind of thing they're saying. It connects you to your passions, why you want to do what you want to do, what you love to do, and it all works out in the end, right? So it pushes you forward. Wow. And then you get the 10 of Pentacles, which is a great card. It is about huge success coming in. It is the lottery win card, so you might want to go and buy a lottery ticket. But it is basically that this shift happens, connects you to your passion or love, and brings you to this moment of success, contentment, happiness, fulfillment. It's really, really positive. Scorpio, it's awesome. But, you know, it is that certain things happen and the universe works in mysterious ways. So just watch. And then what they want you to focus on this week. The Ace of Swords is about mental clarity, focusing on clarity. It is having a victory through clarity. So it's kind of like, okay, it's come clear to me what I need, what I want to do, what I love to do, where I want to go, right? So you have this mental clarity, and then it's moving in that direction to have victory. The Five of Swords is, you basically get this new perspective. It's very similar to the Hangman. You get this new perspective. And this is sort of after, maybe the Tower moment where it's kind of like, okay, the battle is over. I've got this new perspective. I see what this shift is. And now I need to just move forward towards what it is that I want in my life and the life that I want. The Page of Cups is the same thing. I just love tarot. Tarot does this all the time. It is about basically you get mental clarity, or you're very clear on what it is that you want to do. You start moving towards it. And as you do your part by moving forward and doing what you need to do, the universe provides you with exactly what you need. The right opportunities, the right information, the right people, whatever it is that you require to keep moving down your path, they will provide for you. So you do your part, the universe will do its part. As you move forward, it's letting go of the shadow side of you. This is in the Witch's Tarot. The shadow side is the devil in Rider-Waite. So the devil is all about something that is holding you back from moving forward. And you could be moving forward, but it's like pulling, a bus behind you. And the shadow side is anytime we're starting to move forward, it comes forward and it starts, it's that devil on your shoulder that says, you can't do this. You can't be successful at this. What are you thinking? Right? And it's fear and doubt, and it stops us, from moving forward. And it also makes us self-sabotage. It can be an addiction. It can be addiction to a person, an addiction to a habit of like doing the same old, or an actual addiction. So it's kind of recognizing that and going, you know what? I need to stop that. I need to stop that. I need to get help, or I need to do what I need to do to stop that. And it's not letting the shadow side keep tempting you with it. And it's like, yes, you want that cake, or yes, you want that drink of wine, or whatever it is. It's like, nope, you need to let it go, and you need to shut the shadow side of yourself up and keep going. And it's the kick the devil off your shoulder. You can achieve what you want to achieve. We all can. And the Eight of Swords goes hand in hand with that, which is basically understanding it's an illusion that you're trapped in a certain way of being, whether that's a job, whether it's a location, in a relationship, or even with yourself. It's like, oh, I'll never be able to be healthy and fit. And it's like, yes, you will. Just move forward. You can do it, right? And you shut the devil up. So when you're like, I'm going to move towards this, I'm going to start getting healthier. And then the, shadow side comes up and goes, eat the piece of cake, or, sit down and watch Netflix, and you don't move towards what it is you want. But it is kind of saying, okay, I'm kicking the devil off my shoulder. I can move out of this illusion. I'm not trapped. I'm not defined by my past. Sure, my past is a part of me, but I'm not defined by it. I'm not trapped by it. And you can move forward. There's always a way to move forward. There's always people to help, and resources. So it's finding what it is and moving forward. You can do it. And just by having mental clarity, what it is that you want and where you want to go will change everything. So really, really interesting, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, it really helps me grow my channel and helps me continue to do this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week.
Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.